comes to time frame, you should be trading your instrument. It depends on the instrument you're trading, all right? For me, I have been trading US30 for 4 good years now, all right? And I trade US30 on only New York session. Why do I trade US30 on only New York session? It's because that is when the NYSE, New York Stock Exchange, release news every day. All right, that is why I trade US30, and it's because US30 tends to have more volume on the New York session than any of these sessions. Looking at the session indicators here, as you can see, looking at the session indicators here, we have the London session and we have the New York session. All right, when it comes to New York session, this is the New York session. Look at how volatile US30 is. Right, look at how long US30 is at that session. All right, I also took a short from here because of what? I was having a support zone here. All right, I was having a support zone here. Price broke my support, pulls back, retest, and I execute from here. All right, I execute US30 from this level. My stop loss was 50-point stop loss, and I was targeting 1 to 3. With one candle, US30 was able to hit my take profit around there. So US30 is traded New York session because of what? US30 tends to move high on a what? On a New York session. All right. So now let me show you another quick example. So we are going to be doing example on US30, on gold, and also on the S&P 500. Now, talking about the S&P 500, the Nasdaq and the US30, they all tends to have more volume in the New York session. All right, that is why I only trade New York session. You as a trader, if you are trading any pair, one thing you should understand is the time that the pair move mostly. Right, if you don't understand when the pair move mostly, you're going to have issue trading. All right, let me give you more example here on the New York session real quick. So as you can see here, the red place is New York session. All right, just take a look at this level. Look at how volatile US30 is on the New York session. Checking here, look at how consolidated it is on Asian session and what in London session. Check from this level here. This is a New York session. Look at how volatile it is around this level, and look at how slow it is. All right, so take a look at this level right now. The New York session, US30 is very volatile here, and on the London session, US30 is slow. So I trade US30 mostly on the what? On the New York session. I don't trade it on the London session because that is when US30 move. Now let's go to my watch list. US30 and S&P 500 also have same time of trading. All right, they also move on what? On New York session than the London session. So as you can see, let's do example on gold real quick. All right, now I'm going to show you guys quick example that I do take on gold. Gold is traded on both London and New York session. On London session, you can see setup on gold. On New York session, you can see setup on gold. Now, let me show you guys something real quick here. On here, if you notice here, we'll have a resistance zone just like this around this level. Right, that resistance was from yesterday or the other day. Yeah, it was from the other day. What did price do? Price broke, gold broke that key level on the New York session. There was no trade around here, right? There was no trade around here at all. What did price do? Pulls back to retest there, then give us a bullish engulfing candle, and then we do what? We execute our trade. Look for a quick 1 to 3, just like that. Look for a quick 1 to 3 here, and that is it. All right, a quick 1 to 3 around this level. This is how we trade gold. All right, so as you can see on here, this is a New York session, this is a London session. Gold respected that key level, and also this is a New York session right now. We have a resistance here that price broke, pulls back there to retest and leave us a weak rejection there, and that is also a quick entry for us. But I'm not going to take that trade because that weak rejection is too long. All right, so on here right now, what do we have here? We have a double top here. We have a double top on the gold market here, and now this is the neckline of the double top, right? So what do? We just mark that key level real quick, just like this. All right, what did price do? Price broke that neckline, pulls back to retest around that level. Now there is a trade on London session, because if at all we decide to take the trade after seeing a retest here and our stop loss above, we would have made profit here, and that market rally all the way to the New York session, which is this candle we are having here, and this is still an entry. So gold move on both London session and New York session. So you can trade gold on London, you can trade gold on New York. Whenever it comes to indices such as the mini stock market, right, US30, Nasdaq, and S&P 500, you should be trading them on only New York session. Other than that, guys, I believe you understand what I taught you here, and I believe you learned a lot from it. What I'm asking from you is just for you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, turn on post notification to get notified whenever I drop this video. And if you want me to create any video, you can comment below on the type of video you want me to create so that I can also create it for you. Other than that, guys, peace.